Difficult questions. When we were talking some time ago, you talked about how when you went through adolescence, you had a terrible time.
Yeah.
And in fact, I had a look at some pictures of you during that period, and you did have a lot of spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things that you've clearly used to overcome this is changing your appearance. You've kind of, you've physically changed, haven't you? The photographs of you, if I look at them,
no, it's called adolescence. It's called growing and changing.
Yeah, but even the shape of your face has changed.
No, it has not. I've had no plastic surgery on my face, just my nose. It helped me breathe better, so I can hit higher notes.
But are you, Michael? Are you honestly saying that you've only ever had one operation?
2.
You've had 2,
as I can remember. Yeah, just 2.
But if I look at some of the photographs of you in your adolescence,
yeah, I changed. People change.
But even after, when you did the Thriller album, your lips are very different now to what they were then.
No.
But they do look different.
No, sorry.
You don't think
lips.
so?
Nope.
But on a serious point, in some ways I can understand it, because
I'm happy with my lips.
No, but forget the lips, but specifically, but.
And everybody in Hollywood get plastic surgery. Plastic surgery wasn't invented for Michael Jackson.
No, I'm not suggesting it was
Everybody
invented
gets
for
it.
Michael Jackson, but what I'm saying is, sometimes people go too far. Sometimes, if they've got a lot of money, and they have an opportunity, sometimes they can think, oh, I'll do things, especially given your childhood. I mean, while we've talked, I've begun to understand how difficult that was for you. How unhappy you were as a child.
Yeah.
As an adolescent, how unhappy you were about your appearance. You told me in Neverland that your father used to insult you. You told me in Las Vegas your father used to talk about your nose.
Yeah.
So I can understand why you wanted to change your appearance.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want.
Just that though, not the whole face, just the nose. They try to say, why do you keep changing it? It's not true. It's just the nose,
Even though the shape of the face is different.
Because I've changed.
How have you changed?
I was a little kid. I'm
talking about pictures of you in your 20s.
No, I was changing. I'm telling you the honest truth. I don't do anything to my face.
Honestly.
Honestly.
Yeah, we'll show you.
We broke off, but not for long. Next up were my worries about the children.
When I was talking to Prince one day, he said to me that he didn't have a mother.
You say you didn't have a mother?
Yeah, I said, Prince, where's your mummy? And he said, I haven't got a mother.
That's right. She did it for me.
So just so that I understand this correctly,
she's a wonderful person too.
She knew that Michael Jackson loves children.
Yeah.
And she knew that Michael Jackson wanted children.
That's why.
And
she said, you need to be a daddy.
Right. She said you needed to be a daddy. More than she needed to be a mother.
Yeah. And she wanted to do that for me as a present.
As a present?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's a gift. I used to walk around holding baby dolls.
Really?
Yeah. Because I wanted children so badly.
What you've just said is that your wife gave you 2 children as a present because she knew you wanted to be a father.
Yeah, that's a lovely gesture.
Well, it's an incredible gesture.
Yeah, there are surrogate mothers who do that every day. That happens every day in the world.
Is that how,
it's happening right now.
Is that how Blanket was born as well?
I used a surrogate mother, or my own sperm cells. I had my own sperm cells with my other 2 children. They're all my children, but I used a surrogate mother. And she doesn't know me, I don't know her. And that's how I was born.
How did you select the mother, out of interest?
It didn't matter to me, as long as she was healthy. Didn't care what race. I said, as long as she's healthy and she doesn't have her vision's good and her intellect. I want to know how intelligent she is.
Would you have conceived a child with a black woman?
Of course.
As a surrogate mother?
Of course.
But I've seen Blanket, and I think safe to say his mother was probably white.
No, you're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Blanket's mother's black?
Yeah.
But Blanket's so light.
Black people were called colored people because we come in all colors. From very white, as bright as my hand, to very dark, as the dark of your shirt. My father has blue eyes. You know, and when they see Paris, they always think Debbie. But that could easily be my father's genes, you know.
Really?
Of course.
So when do you think you're going to have your next child?
I wish I could have it today.
Really?
I'm thinking about adopting 2 kids from each continent around the world.
Really?
Yeah. Boy and girl.
From every continent?
On every continent. That's my dream. And he
when you're talking about children, what do you think people would say if I said, well, I've invited some of my daughter's friends round, or my son's friends round, and they're going to sleep in the bed with me tonight?
That's fine.
What do you think their parents would say?
If they're wacky, they would say you can't. But if you're a close family, like your family, you know them well,
But Michael, I wouldn't like my children to sleep in anybody else's bed.
Well, I wouldn't mind if I knew the person well, and I'm very close to Barry Gibb. Paris and Prince can stay with him anytime. My children sleep with other people all the time.
And you're happy with that?
I'm fine with it. They're honest. They're sweet people. They're not Jack the Ripper.
I suppose the problem for many people is what happened in 1993, or what didn't happen.
What didn't happen.
Just cast your mind back. What was that like when you first heard the allegations that were being made against you?
It was shocking, and I'm not allowed to talk about this by way of law.
No, but how did you feel about what was being said? I'm not asking you to talk about what was said.
I was shocked because God knows in my heart how much I adore children.
But isn't that precisely the problem, that when you actually invite children into your bed, you never know what's going to happen?
But when you say bed, you're thinking sexual. They make that sexual. It's not sexual.
But
we're going to sleep. I tuck them in. I put a little music on, and to a little story time. I read a book. It's very sweet. Put the fireplace on. Give them hot milk. You know, we have little cookies. It's very charming. Very sweet.
Sure.
It's what the whole world should do.
The reason that's been given for why you didn't go to jail was because you reached a financial settlement with the family.
Yeah. I don't want to do a long, drawn-out thing on TV like OJ and all that stupid stuff. You know, it wouldn't look right. I just said, look, get this over with. I want to go on with my life. This is ridiculous. I've had enough. Go.
My questions had upset him deeply.
People don't even eat with their fathers anymore, or their mothers. The family bond has been broken. It's an outcry for attention why kids are going to school with guns. They want love. They want to be touched. They want to be held. But they're busy off on their day job, and they leave them at home on the computer, and they're just doing all kind of crazy stuff, and that's destroying our world. We need to bond again. It's very important, Martin.
Why does it mean so much to you?
I'm just very sensitive to their pain, and I'm very sensitive to the family, the human condition, on that subject. It means a lot to me, and I want to help, do whatever I can to help that, And it's, like I said before, and I've said a million times, I'm not afraid to say it. If there were no children on this earth, if somebody announced all kids are dead, I would jump off the balcony immediately. I'm done.